Hello and welcome to my channel, the channel that takes you on enjoyable and informative trips in the world of ancient civilizations. In this video, we will visit together one of the most beautiful and important ancient Egyptian temples, which is Luxor Temple, located on the banks of the Nile River in the city of Luxor, which was the capital of Egypt in different periods. We will learn about the history of this temple and its landmarks, and its role in the life of the ancient Egyptians, and we will see wonderful pictures and videos that show the beauty of this unique temple. Are you ready to go? Follow me in this video and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more exciting videos. We start our tour from the first entrance of the temple, where we see two huge statues of King Ramses II, who built this pylon in his reign. The king appears sitting on his throne, and between the feet of each statue, there is a small statue of one of his family members. Ramses II was one of the longest reigning kings of Egypt, as he ruled for more than 66 years, and was famous for his military and building achievements. He loved his wife Nefertari very much, and built a magnificent temple for her in Abu Simbel. He had more than 100 sons and daughters, and was succeeded by his son Merneptah. We also see two giant obelisks that weigh 200 tons each, but one of them was moved to Paris in the 19th century at the request of King Charles X. The pylon is decorated with reliefs depicting Ramses II's victories in his battles, especially the Battle of Kadesh against the Hittites, which was the largest recorded battle in history before that. In this battle, Ramses II's army met King Muwatalli's army on the banks of the Orontes River in Syria, and ended with a peace agreement between the two sides. We continue our tour to the right wing, west, where we find a group of chapels dedicated to Theban Triad, which are Amun-Ra and his wife Mut, and their son Khonsu. Amun-Ra is the god of creation and the sun, and was considered the greatest god in ancient Egypt. He was depicted as a man with a ram's head or a man with a crown with two horns. Mut is Amun-Ra's wife and is considered the goddess of heaven and motherhood. She was depicted as a woman with a crown with 3 palm leaves. Khonsu is Amun-Ra's son and is considered the god of the moon, time, and healing. He was depicted as a man with a falcon's head or a cub. In each chapel there is a wooden coffin for one of the gods. We also find a chapel for the goddess Maat, who was considered the protector of the king. Maat is the goddess of truth, justice, and order, and was depicted as a woman with an ostrich feather head or a woman holding an ostrich feather. In these chapels, Ramses II and his wife Nefertari and his sons and daughters appear offering sacrifices and offerings to the gods. We move to the left wing, east, where we find a chapel for the god Khepera, the god of healing, who was considered the son of Amun-Ra. Ramses II used to visit this chapel to ask for healing from the god, especially after he suffered from a disease in his eye. Khepera is the god of medicine and magic, and was depicted as a man with a falcon's head or a snake. We also find a chapel for the goddess Mut, Amun-Ra's wife, who was considered the goddess of death and darkness. The ancient Egyptians believed in life after death, and they mummified their bodies and placed them in decorated tombs with their personal belongings. In this chapel, Ramses II and his wives and children appear offering donations to feed and please the dead. We reach the chapels of Thutmose III. These chapels are the oldest part of the temple, as they were built in the reign of Thutmose III. Thutmose III was one of the greatest kings of the 18th dynasty, as he led successful military campaigns in Asia and Africa and enriched Egypt's treasury with a lot of spoils. He also participated in building large temples in Thebes, Karnak, and Abu Simbel. These chapels include 3 halls dedicated to Theban Triad, and in each hall, there is a wooden coffin for one of the gods. There are also reliefs depicting Thutmose III and his wife Tia and his son Amenhotep IV offering worship to the gods. Amenhotep IV is the king who changed Egypt's religion from worshipping Amun-Ra to worshipping Aten, the sun god, and changed his name to Akhenaten and founded a new capital in Tel El Amarna. We end our tour in the courtyard of the 14 columns. This courtyard is the second largest courtyard in the temple, as it contains 14 huge columns decorated with reliefs depicting Ramses II and the gods. In the middle of the courtyard, there is a granite altar that was used to offer offerings to Amun-Ra. Amun-Ra was considered the most important god in ancient Egypt, and was celebrated by the Egyptians in large festivals, such as Opet Festival, which included moving Amun-Ra's statue from Karnak Temple to Luxor Temple in a magnificent procession. There are also remains of an ancient Roman building that was used as a fortress for the Roman army in Egypt. After Egypt fell under Roman rule, the temple was used as a military base, and some modifications and decorations were added to it. Luxor Temple is a witness to Egypt's history, art, and religion, as it contains monuments of kings from different periods and shows the development of Egyptian architecture and decoration. It also expresses the role of temples in the life of the ancient Egyptians, as they were used for worship, rituals, festivals, and coronations. Luxor Temple is one of the artistic masterpieces that deserve to be visited and admired. Thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more exciting videos. Goodbye and see you in another video.